Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm contestant number 17. My name is Michelle. Today I'm going to talk about culture differences. Culture differences exist everywhere in many forms. Regardless of era, they are inevitable. Sometimes they could be seen in language exchange, and sometimes they could be manifested through generation gaps. No matter if you think these differences are fascinating or devastating, you'll have to find your own ways to cope with them. When it comes to culture differences, one thing that comes to mind is usually the contrast between Asian and Western cultures. The differences can be traced back to the ancient times when different lifestyles were developed in variations of climate or in other natural factors. In Asia, Buddhist and Confucius philosophies are the foundation of civilization. However, Western societies, Jesus Christ influenced the development of Western societies. As a result, after thousands of years of cultivation, these contrasting thoughts bring us to where we are today. We think and act differently from each other, but these differences make our lives more colorful. So, what kind of cultural differences do we usually face? The most common ones are geographical and generational. Let's talk about geographical first. As I mentioned, Westerners and Asians are different, culturally speaking. Let's take family nomenclature as an example. In Chinese, we have different names for siblings depending on his or her age relative to yours. But in English, you would always hear, "My brother is a doctor," or "My sister will pick me up later." As a Taiwanese person, I probably would ask, "Are you talking about your younger brother or your older sister?" Well, I suppose that geographical and cultural differences won't annoy you as much. But what about generational gaps? That's a really devastating topic. It happens in every family, regardless of how close you are to your parents. Think about it. How much time you spend arguing with your parents on something that's status quo with your friends, but is a big deal to your family? I bet you will say every day without hesitating. I like to stay in my own room with my door closed when I'm home because that makes me feel safe and relaxed. But my parents always have an opinion against it. They love to keep opening and closing my door, including in order to see what I'm doing inside, or even saying that I'm hiding some secrets from them. "Why do you like to close the door? How many times have I told you not to close the door?" And that's one of the most common phrases my mom says to me every day. "Because I need my own personal space!" That's what I always reply. In conclusion, culture differences are the products of our civilization. They exist everywhere, making our lives more interesting, but they also take a tremendous amounts of efforts to deal with. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day. Hi everyone, my name is Michelle. My topic is, should the government shorten the summer breaks? Well, first of all, I recommend you can Google this topic on the internet, or ask your friend about it, or ask your kid about it if you're a parent. Well, I'm not going to tell you how I think about this at first, because I'll leave you at the end. So, now I'm going to talk about this to you. Should the government shorten the summer breaks? Well, first of all, let's talk about what is summer breaks for students. For students, they have summer breaks. What do they use for it? Yeah, of course, we've all been through there. We take breaks, we go outside, we hang out with friends, and that just sounds like we're just like goofing off, spending our time, wasting our lives. Really. Not really. Well, because spending our time with our friends, or you can go on a camp, or you can go outside, go on a travel, have a vacation. That's something like exploring your life, isn't it? So, do you really get something from exploring your life? I believe so, and I think so. I think the answer is positively yes. Secondly, let's talk about what summer breaks are for parents. if the parents are busy, they can finally have some time with their kids. If the kids are busy, the kids can finally have some time with their parents. They can develop a closer relationship, and more intimate relationship with their kids. Isn't that good for a parent? Touch your heart and ask yourself, isn't that good? I bet it is. So the third one, is it good for teachers? Well, I've been tutoring teachers for a while, and my answer is yes. Because if you have a longer time, you can go outside, you can hang out with more people, and you know the world better, you can come up with a better idea for your teaching plan. Isn't that good for both of you and your students? I think it is. So, if we shorten the summer breaks for our students, yeah, probably you would think the students will learn more. Really? They'll get more exhausted from the schoolwork. No, I don't think so. So summer break is really important for our kids. Don't shorten it. Okay, thank you for listening.